come back for you, or is this just a matter of time?
No, it's a really severely sprained ankle, and it's a high ankle sprain. Sometimes those high ankle sprains, sometimes they don't go away for a whole season, and guys have to just clomp around with them. We're trying to get him through that so that he can be strong once he gets back. Often you bring guys back a little early on those because they feel like they can go, and it just lingers and they never get right. So we're going to try to wait through it if we have to, and if he can make it this week, then we'll go and we'll see what happens.
Looking back, what were the main reasons you lost to St. Louis, do you think?
What were the main reasons? Well, we didn't score enough. It was really basic, but yeah, that part you probably already get. But the big plays in the kicking game were really the difference in the game, and there was three enormous plays. The one punt return for a touchdown, the big kickoff return that sets up a score, and then the fake to allow them to hold the football. And we felt pretty good about winning that game if we can get the ball back that last time. And those were three enormous plays that changed the game, and all the credit goes to their coaching staff and Jeff and those guys that put it together. So it was a great way to get us.
Now, does it seem like the team was in flux that particular day, given what had happened in the 48 hours before that?
No, I don't know if we're in flux. I don't know what that would be. We didn't play very well. We were a little disappointed when we look back at the film now at how we played on defense. The contrast between how we played then and how we're playing now is really clear, and so hopefully that'll factor in and help us. It's going to be a very challenging game. These guys have all kind of look what they've done. They shut out two teams. I don't think we've ever shut two teams in a row out, and that's an enormous accomplishment. And they came back the next week and gave up 12. I think they gave up 4 points over a 3-week span or something average. That's crazy numbers. And so we have a lot of respect for this team and their coaches and the players. They probably have the most athletic team that we'll face all year long. They're probably the fastest group that we'll see. I know they're young, but they're very athletic, and so we've got our hands full.
The number of rushing yards Russell has for the season is starting to get up there among some of the top in the history of the NFL for a season. Did you ever have a thought of how many is optimal for him or anything like that, or is it just
no? We don't, because the games dictate that somewhat. How they want to play us. No, if they give us an opportunity for him to run, we're going to take it. But it's not something that we're going to force the issue on. We don't want him getting hit. We're trying to keep him from getting hit, and he does a great job himself at that. But that's part of the scheme too. We don't put him in harm's way. We're not going to call for him to do the kinds of things where we could count on consistently always going to him for so many plays. That's not how it goes. We take what we can get.
Getting 596 yards against any NFL defense is a feat. What happened with Russell's execution perhaps was such a difference maker in this game versus any?
Well, we were fortunate we had big plays. You have to have big plays to do that, and we had enormous plays. The 80-yard touchdown, the 79-yard touchdown, his big whatever that 50-yard run or whatever. Doug had a big play up the sidelines. You got to have explosive plays. But what happened in this game is when the opportunity was there, he nailed it. And that's sometimes the ball gets overthrown, or you just don't make the connection. And then of course the two big runs factored in. But they were there. They took chances. They came after us. They gave us some one-on-ones. Our guys won. He delivered the ball, and away we go. So I think it was really good execution, coming through with the catches and the throws, and really challenging the scheme that they were throwing at us. That was a big part of what was going on there. So it just worked out well for us. And against that defense, there has been some teams. If you look back, I think there's 2 or 3 teams that threw the ball for 400 yards on those guys during the course of the season. So they had some games where they gave up a lot of yardage. But we were just fortunate.
Any concerns with Hoshka?
No, he's good. He's good. And that was a big fluke as we could imagine. You know, he's kicked great the ball great for us for years. We've counted on him. He's always come through, and he'll do it again.
Up next, we hear from the guys who take the field. It's the Players Spotlight when Seahawks Press Pass continues.
I don't know if Cam Chancellor would that be fair for a lot of people. I think he stays in a dark place, and I don't know if enough people bring the flashlight.